Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Phaedra Parks, and Phaedra Parks from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and also Phaedra Parks from Married to Madison, or formerly Married to Madison, because as Andy Cohen had told Shamia on last week's Watch What Happens Live, Phaedra Parks is here to stay on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But there's something I want to discuss that took place this week, y'all, that I didn't have time to get to till today, but I had kept the receipts on deck, to discuss with y'all, because I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. So as y'all know, earlier this week, NBC, Universal, Bravo, Peacock, they all had their upfronts, right? So this is where all the networks, they all meet up, they invite certain people from certain shows and all this and that, and they try to, pitch and say, hey, this is what's, coming up on the show, on the network. They're promoting BravoCon and everything else and announcing who is going to be representing from each of the shows for BravoCon and all of this and all of that. And so we have Phaedra, so she's featured. Her and Shamia are representing the Atlanta Housewives, right? And Simone and Jackie are there from Married to Madison, right? So Phaedra makes a post, right, about yesterday's Real NBC family reunion. All the stars were shining, right, and tags Bravo. So she, of course, has a solo picture with her and Andy Cohen, because Andy loves her, loves Phaedra down. Then Andy posted a selfie of him, Phaedra, Giselle Bryant from Real Housewives of Potomac, which is interesting because of the whole Mr. Chocolate, a.k.a. Jamal Bryant thing, and also Erica Jane from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? Then there's another picture with Gina and from Real Housewives of OC and Tamra Judge from Real Housewives of OC. Then there's another picture that is Shamia, Giselle, Phaedra, and then Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac as well. Then there's another picture with Mary and Alexi and everything else, right? And then there's one where Phaedra's in between Erica Jane and Dorit. It's interesting how the Beverly Hills, like all these housewives, they always latch on to the Atlanta Housewives. Y'all always peep that. They love the Atlanta Housewives, but they never go there on their shows. Isn't that ironic? Anyways, then Phaedra posts pictures of her, pictures with her and, what's her name? Tiffany Haddish, and also, Snoop Dogg, y'all, who is still, to me, on the canceled list for performing for Trump and trying to get back the black fans. But nonetheless, there was a video at the end. There was a video at the end of Phaedra's 12 slide deck of her experience at the NBC upfronts of it all. Why was there a video featuring Jackie, Dr. Jackie Waters and Simone, y'all? Dr. Simone Whitmore from Married to Madison, these how Phaedra cussed them out at the end, called them the B word, and how they were mean girls and all this and all that, and they are all smiling in Phaedra's face, right? So I'm thinking, this might just be, they're at a work event, it's a networking thing, they're just trying to keep it cute and all this and that, but there's like shade throwing, Jackie's trying to give a side eye and everything else or whatever, but nonetheless, y'all are eating up this Phaedra appearance, right? So I'm thinking to myself, the issue for me is that I don't think Phaedra's issue really was that serious, but I think she really doesn't give a crap
about Dr. Heavenly and Quad anymore. I think that's what it's saying to me without saying. Because even Sweet Tea is in the comments and everything else, right? Sweet Tea's in the comments, Shamia's in the comments, you know, and Toya's in the comments talking about, I'm so proud of you, and Giselle's in the comments. So I think the issue is really with Quad and Dr. Heavenly, right? Because everybody is loving on not on Portia. Everybody's loving. Well, Portia did reply, yes, Queen. Everybody loves Phaedra, and Tamra's like, love you. Like she's getting all types of love. Takara from America's Next Top Model is on deck. Like everybody's on there, right? So I'm thinking, you know, maybe they're just keeping it cute. They're at a work event. They're at a networking event and everything else. But Phaedra had posted in the Instagrammy stories, you guys. She had posted in the Instagrammy stories, and I was like, wow, you know, what is going on? Why did Dr. Jackie send Phaedra Park some flowers as well? And I was like, no way. No way. I know you lying, right? This happened earlier in the week, right? So the note I had captured, y'all, or of what I could capture of it, says, Shadra, I can't thank you enough for getting me out of a very compromising position. You were a lifesaver. I don't know what this is. It says here we go. You've now given me a reason to carry safety pins with me at all times. Henceforth, I'm guessing it's going to say all the best because that's where the bubble is Phaedra saying thank you and tags Dr. Jackie. So then Jackie also says thanks to you and says your friend, love, Jackie. And I found this interesting, y'all. I found this interesting because remember when Phaedra first came on the show, you know, Jackie was loyal to Candy, right? It was all about Candy. She was throwing all the shots, throwing all the shade, everything else. And then they had that messy scene where Phaedra is trying to tell Jackie she's quitting the show. She doesn't give a bleep about these people. They're mean girls. They're nasty and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And Jackie's face looks like she wants to laugh. Like she looks like she does not even care about what is about to take place, right? Like not trying to show any concern of trying to keep Phaedra up on this show before Phaedra leaves up on the private jet, you guys. So I'm inclined to believe with all the shade that was thrown at the reunion where they were, you know, where it was Simone, she had on the pretend, you know, face image of Phaedra pretending to not answer questions like how Phaedra does and everything else. I'm thinking all of this was a scheme. All of this was a scheme to merge in some Real Housewives of Atlanta fans to bring the ratings to Married to Medicine. And they were going to use Phaedra whether she showed up or not. And it ended up working out because one of the reunion episodes actually got more views than the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it worked to their advantage. They were all in on it, doing all this shade on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember, Toya was throwing shade. Dr. Heavenly was throwing shade. Everybody was throwing shade, right? Quad was throwing shade. But the main ones that were on the press tour that were doing the most was Dr. Heavenly and Quad. They were on any interview, any podcast, any sit down saying anything about Phaedra, right? And then Dr. Heavenly took it to another level by utilizing her YouTube platform to also drag Phaedra, right? And people kept saying like let it go. Like let it go, keep it moving. What is your storyline, right? And fast forward to now. Fast forward now to mid-May, towards the end of May, and everything else. And now all of a sudden, Dr. Jackie and, you know, Simone, they have no problems being in videos with Phaedra and being cool with Phaedra. And Jackie's up here sending Phaedra flowers. So everything's all good, right? Everything's all good. Toya's in the comments and Sweet Tea's in the comments. So everything's all good. So maybe Phaedra's issue is really with Quad and Dr. Heavenly. But I found this interesting, you guys. It's interesting because, you know, the fans, you're either going to like or dislike Phaedra. You're still going to be either pissed about what happened with Candy in season 9 or you're not. Like it is what it is. But what this showed me, and it showed me as well on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, was that a lot of these housewives, really at the end of the day, still like each other, still fool with each other because they feel like they're in this, like, you know, camaraderie of sorts, this little sorority, this little network and everything else. But I found it interesting because I felt like Tamara was one of the main ones when Rojas season 9 happened that was advocating for Phaedra to get fired. And so it's interesting, the person who invented Naked Wasted had the audacity, but is all up in Phaedra's face at these NBC upfronts. So it's just interesting how, you know, for me, you can see how either they're not taking something serious or some of these storylines are phony, or at the end of the day, they know that it looks good to be seen and photoed with Phaedra because Phaedra is currently getting a lot of opportunities. She's getting a lot of endorsement. That Cheez-It commercial is airing like every hour on Bravo, you guys, especially during, you know, Real Housewives. It's practically like every commercial you see that Cheez-It commercial, right? She's got the silk milk or whatever, that endorsement as well. And I think it's either Uber or Lyft or whatever, some type of collab that she had with Portia when they flew over to Nigeria. So she is racking up these brand deals, and she's already, like I said, she's already an Emmy winner because of her appearance on The Traitors. She has already, you know what I'm saying, as well, you know, was on Dancing with the Stars. And she wrapped up her second season on Married to Medicine. And now, even though we keep teasing that she's going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think we're still a few weeks out until we ultimately see Phaedra. But it is interesting, you know, they're really pushing hard for Phaedra's return. And I presume, obviously, she'll be back for season 17 for the full season and everything else. So just wanted to, you know, post this. And I haven't heard from Dr. Heavenly. I've not heard from Dr. Heavenly, who was in attendance for Quad's birthday thing and everything else. But very interesting, you know, Jackie and Simone are right up there in Phaedra's face. And then Jackie follows it up, sending Phaedra some flowers, y'all. So this is just my speculation. This is just my opinion. I think Phaedra's real issue is with Dr. Heavenly and with, of course, Quad. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.